Started out alive, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the site faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing loss to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand's vibes, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jacking crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script how we play a game. From start to the next time, I'm chasing fame. But the year behind me, changing the scene. So through the net, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strum, curing and chill for cracking jokes. Go stop the thrill. In the land of Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our own streams phone, no better days. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Sunday, the 8th of February, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. This is the reason why the stream was failing yesterday on the IRL content. This device, the flux capacitor of live streaming, so it were. This device allows live streaming to take place from remote locations. It's called a LiveView Solo. It's done me really, really well for probably 7 years, I'd say. And I think it's failed. I think it's over. I think its life is done. How do I know? Well, I guess I could power it up and show you. It does take an awful long time to power up. There is a loading screen that's coming on right now. And if I had a Wi-Fi connection or a Ethernet connection, then you would see a status bar here saying ready. And if I had a camera plugged in to the HDMI right here, you would see the visual display of that camera. Yo, Lou Rock, how you doing? Glad I got to catch you live. I'm a big fan. Thank you, man. Thank you, Lou. How you doing? But what's happened most notably on yesterday's stream, first of all, it was a very hot day yesterday. This device powered up and this display was super dim. Like I couldn't even see. Like I had to put like a t-shirt over and like get it all dark in there. I just couldn't see the display. And I did a little research. Did I close that? Oh, you idiot. Dude, I had ChatGPT out and I closed it. Sometimes I think I want to fail. Let me just pull it back up. I've got this chat existing and I want to run you through what I asked the GPT machine because it did give me, it basically told me that more than likely this thing's dead. And so I'm going to have to get a new stream encoder, but I've got an idea or something. But anyway, what I want to tell you here, so it still says loading. I mean, that's normal. It takes a long, long time to get to that point. But so yesterday I streamed from a remote location with a Starlink dish, and at the beginning of the stream when we were at Crookies, it was fine. This device hadn't heated up at that point, but then as we drove and as we, went deeper into the stream hours and whatnot, and I'm not talking about driving under trees, that's obviously the stream drops, but then when we got set up excuse me, on the rock, we had a hot afternoon. Actually, it did cool down, and I could have put a flannel on. It did cool down, but this device was overheated by that point. How do I know? Because every time, see right now, the display is up, but if I left this on, you would see that the display would go dimmed right down. And oh, there it goes, right there, dimmed right down. Now it comes back up when you press the button, but I also had a DC power point, which I've been using for years, and it just would not put a charge back into it. The battery, the status battery stayed where it was the whole time. It never went up or down. I read about that. That's thermal throttling taking place on the inside. Now you could say, well, why didn't you take it out of this case, dude? Well, it does have all of its ventilation holes visible. So none of these holes, like this is the official bag that they supply with it. So it's all good. I just think it's too old. I had a reliable Starlink connection. It should have been streaming at 6 meg. That's the maximum the LiveView Solo permits, 6 meg. It should have been hitting that. And when I would start the stream, because we stopped and started it multiple times, it would go straight to 428 kilobytes per second. 428, like less than half a meg. And then slowly, super slowly, it would start getting up to a meg and a half, 2 meg, 3, and it would sit around 3.5 to 4 meg, and then it would drop back down. I read about that too. If the device is overheating, it will preserve itself by limiting the output, because everything on the inside of this device is frying. Here is the GPT machine. I asked a question. I had a solid connection with Starlink, yet my LiveView Solo only showed a bitrate of 428 kilobytes per second. It would very slowly creep upwards, but then fail entirely. I also noticed the screen is very hard to see in daytime now. The fans were on very loudly too. Is it possible it's fried? It's about 7 years old. And then ChatGPT says, oof. Yeah, that combo of tiny bitrate, screaming fans, a dim screen, and then a total dropout is very consistent with an overheating or an aging Solo, LiveView Solo. 7 years is a long, hard life for that little toaster. Let's break down what your symptoms usually point to. Loud fans and hard to see screen equals thermal trouble. When a LiveView Solo gets too hot, it will crank the fans to the max. Dude, this thing was like a firecracker all day. It'll dim the screen automatically to reduce heat. It'll throttle the encoder and the modems to protect itself. That throttling can absolutely explain why you were stuck around 428, even with good Starlink bandwidth. The unit may have been protecting itself instead of pushing data. Common causes, dust buildup inside. I guess I could open it and try to clean it. Yeah, there's just a few screws. Thermal paste degradation on the processing unit. Fan wear, still loud but moving less air. That's interesting. So still loud but not doing the job. Sun exposure. These things hate direct Aussie daylight. Man, this thing's been out in the sun for a long time, right? On my backpack and every stream. Not every stream, but most of them. If it was in the sun or in a hot van, check, check, check. That alone can push it over the edge. Bitrate crawling upward equals encoder or modem instability. That slow climb before failure is classic hardware struggling under a load. A healthy Solo will ramp bitrate quickly when the bandwidth is available. It's what it used to do, right? It used to always do that. When they age, you start seeing encoder chip overheating equals bitrate throttling. Cellular modems, we didn't have that connected, so that's nothing. Power regulation getting flaky under load. Power regulation. I just couldn't put power back into it. eventually the unit will just give up and drop the session, which is exactly what we saw yesterday. Power supply issues can look the same. Old solos get picky about voltage. If you are running from a worn AC adapter or a long DC cable, I only had like a foot long, so it's not that. The battery with sag under load, the unit can brown out. Hell yeah. The unit can brown out internally when encoding and bonding, which causes bitrate drops, disconnects. There you go, fans going nuts. So we don't need to do any tests, but what we do need to do is decide whether we're going to give up the ghost with this and say we had a good run and buy a new encoder, of which I've already got my eyes on. Shh, don't tell anybody. This is a bit lame. I used to own one. I'm going to turn this off. I want to buy the ATEM Mini Pro. Now, what is the ATEM Mini Pro? It is a switcher with a stream encoder built in. So therefore, you can multi-switch between 4 HDMI input sources. You can do your picture-in-picture, you can do your fades, your wipes, your transitions and whatnot. And then you can also output that program mode. So whatever comes through the HDMI output pipe, you can output that to a stream. It encodes the stream on the fly in the device, and then it basically does what this thing does. It's the same thing. This is old, clunky, cumbersome tech. The ATEM Mini Pro does the same thing, except it does not have bonding, which we are not using anyway. So I was using this device yesterday with one Starlink connection, no cellular service, no 4G, nothing, just one Starlink. So the ATEM Mini does that as well, does not do bonding. So we don't need a device like this that's going to bond signals together if we're only using the one. The ATEM Mini Pro, why I said shh is because I actually owned one a little while ago and I sold it. Now, there is a caveat there. I didn't own the Mini Pro. I owned the Mini. And the Mini is like just a switcher. That's all it is. It doesn't have the streaming coding option. So the Mini Pro gives you that streaming feature. And so I think I'm going to buy one, but there are some things I need to know about. So for instance, if you go over here, this is what the device looks like. It's from Blackmagic Design. I've got a few of their items for my streaming setup. And this is a tutorial about streaming setup for a church, which is these houses of worship and whatnot. They all use these kind of devices in their setup. So I want to watch that. The only thing is, or one thing is, that the ATEM Mini Pro is a 5-year-old device. It's old, right? Let's open up ATEM, the ATEM website. ATEM, it's Blackmagic Design. Yeah, but it's quite a dated hardware product, but they're still very, very loved. There's a few different varieties of them. That's the Mini Pro. And there's the Mini Pro ISO, which gives you a direct feed out. It's the same kind of device, it's slightly larger, but it gives you raw source material of all of your inputs. And then there's obviously an Extreme ISO here, which is a bigger production model. I just want the smaller one. There is one question I need to know, though. Can you power it via DC 12 volt? I'm assuming it's a 12 volt AC adapter. And I want to know that. See that? Yeah, there's the power input there. I also want to know, how could I mount it to my BiCPic? It's going to need to be mounted somewhere. Somehow. I mean, this device here, for all of its woes, it does have quite the mounting options, you know, like all these different little loopholes and different sections. I would put like tie downs through these and strap it through my backpack using these things. This is quite a sturdy little nifty little package, but I don't know how I'm going to mount this to my backpack, and that's Kiwi for backpack. Backpack. I just want to get a visual on it. Let's have a look at is there a text sheet or a PDF or something? Because obviously it'll function fantastic when it's sitting on a desk, but if you need to put it in the field like this guy in a cafe or something, I want to be able to put that on my backpack. It looks like a pretty flush design with no mounting options anywhere. Man, it's a long web page. Holy shit, it's a never-ending scroll skins. A10 Mini Pro, so it's about $500. Look at the prices of these. A10 Mini Extreme, $3,500. Shit. Okay, I want to find the data sheet. A10 Mini workflow, software control, getting started, editing, advanced panel, camera control, tech specs. PDF, print PDF. I guess I just want to see the PDF before I want to print. I don't own a printer. Okay, there's a PDF of it. That's the Mini Extreme. What? Why did it go to that? Oh, okay. That's because I was on that. Okay, Mini Pro. PDF. Okay, that's better. Let's just search for the word mount. Did I spell that right? Search for the word "the" to make sure the search feature is working. Yes, it's working. So mount. Mount doesn't come up. Mounting doesn't come up. Backpack doesn't come up. Okay, in that case, what about power? Power comes up. Power requirements. 12 volt. Yeah, okay, perfect. Wattage, 30 watt, 12 volts. 30 watts, 12 volts. Okay. So let's bring up the GPT machine. New chat. Can I, first of all, power the A10 Mini Pro with DC? Of course you can, 12 volt. I'll just see what it says. It'll say yes, 12 volt, 30 watt. Yes, you can power the Blackmagic Design A10 Mini Pro with DC, but there are a few key things to know so you do it safely and reliably. What the A10 Mini Pro actually wants. The A10 Mini Pro is designed to be powered by 12 volt DC through its barrel jack input. That's exactly what the official external power supply is. The official outlet comes in box 12 volt DC supply, plugging into ACs first. Can you run directly from DC like a battery? Yes, because it takes 12 volt DC. You can feed it from another DC source, such as the 12 volt battery. 12 volt output from a camera, DTAP, yes. Or a USB-C PD 12 volt step-up adapter. The key is that you must supply a stable, regulated 12 volt DC at enough current, typically 2.5 to 3 amps for the Mini Pro. The switcher doesn't accept power over USB-C. That port is only for USB 3 video data, not for powering the unit. Practical ways people do DC power, battery or DTAP. Wow, I just got really thirsty. That was weird. I just had a hankering for some water and there was one right in front of me. Regulated cables, okay, DTAP. USB-C PD step-up adapters. Okay, don't plug the 12 volt into a USB-C port. That won't work. Could damage something. DC must go into the correct barrel jack. Always use regulated DC. Unregulated 12 volt, like an old battery at 14 plus volts, can cause issues. Okay, it needs regulated DC. Yes, cool. Okay, how about this then? What are the options for mounting one to a backpack I want to use it in my IRL stream setup. Searching the web. For an IRL backpack streaming setup with your Blackmagic ATEM Mini Pro, you'll want ways to secure it, protect it, and keep all your gear tidy while you're moving around. The ATEM isn't super heavy, but it is a flat box that can shift around if it's just loosely placed. So mounting options are really useful. Here are some practical options ranging from simple mounting plates to full rigs. Okay. Pro. Okay, that looks interesting. PK1 Pro Light. Compact mounting plate cage lets you bolt your ATEM to a surface or rig. Great for DIY backpack plates or small boards. I like that. That's overkill. That's definitely overkill. I like that first one, man. I like that idea. I like it. I like it. I like it. Pro Light. And then I tie that down. How's it staying on there though? Let's have a little look, skins. How does it stay on there? The PK1 Pro Light stands for the ATEM Mini Pro is our entry-level stand that raises the ATEM from the desk at a better angle, providing better cooling. Kit comes with 4 high-quality rubber feet for the base and standard setup screws to secure the aluminium rods in place. The ATEM Mini depicted is not included. Oh, duh. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? That just slots in there. So it's definitely doable. So just slot in there, it just stays there, doesn't it? This budget stand provides enough functionality to position the ATEM Mini switcher at an optimum angle, provide better airflow, thanks to its built-in front retaining clips and supplied 3M rubber feet. Clips, front retaining clips. Hold the ATEM firmly in place even with all the cables attached from the back. I like that idea. And by the way, if need came down, I was going to say you could put a strap around it. You can't really, can you? There's buttons everywhere. I said, Okay. I like that. I like that. Flight case, don't want a flight case. More structured mount, bonus practical mount. DJI Osmo backpack strap mount. Okay. Cheese, small rig cheese plate. Okay, okay. So there are options there. There are many options. I'm going to minimize that. And I'm going to now take a quick look at this, setting it up for live streaming.
To start live streaming with an ATEM Mini switcher, you just need to do these 3 things. So let's count down from 3, 2, 1. Did you catch those? In this video, we're going to look at hardware readiness, cameras, graphics, audio, and your network connection. Then software configurations such as encoder settings, preview and program, and the multi-view layout. All of this is to create a smooth experience for you and your volunteers when using this device, this ATEM, to produce an excellent live stream. It should be as easy as pressing the live button and switching cameras. Welcome to Crazy Amazing Designs. I'm Nathan, and I train and educate leaders to do church and event production with excellence. So please consider subscribing and following along. Choosing the best model of the A10 Mini switcher is simple. There are only two models that are honorable mentions in my eye. The A10 Mini Pro has 4 HDMI or SDI inputs and 1 HDMI out for either multi-view or clean program out. The second one is the A10 Mini Extreme that has 8 HDMI or SDI inputs, but 2 HDMI outs, one for multi-view and one for program out. Both switchers have one USB-C port, and the Extreme has 2 USB-C ports that can be used for recording or connecting to a computer. A great feature is that the A10 can act like a webcam. If you need more inputs than 8 or want more outputs or flexibility or ports or multiple MEs or features like aux mixes, then check out the line of Blackmagic Constellation switchers. Or if you don't really have a clue what any of that means, then maybe you should let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on it. The A10 Minis also have another model called the ISO models. These versions of the A10 switchers have one added benefit, that is, with an SSD drive connected to the USB-C port, users can record every input, program output, both microphone audio channels to separate files for editing later.
That's pretty handy.
The ISO functionality is one of the primary ways that I utilize my A10 Mini Pro in my YouTube studio. Recording all of my cameras in sync to an SSD drive gets my editing process started super quickly. This might not be a functionality that you need for your church, but I would take an extra few moments to consider purchasing the ISO version. Recording ISOs of your cameras is very valuable for the process of making online content, such as short form videos or even for remastering sermon and worship content for social media. Record the ISOs to an SSD drive each week, and then when service is over, hand that to your social media person. Let them use what they can and then delete the rest. There's a ton more functionality once we connect the A10 Mini to the network, so I've gone ahead and connected an Ethernet cable to the port on the back. And if you haven't already, download the A10 Control software. It can be found on the Blackmagic website. Go to support, then type in A10 Mini Pro. Then in the first column, the latest update for me is the A10 Switchers 9.3.2 update. So click download only, then install it. Open it, and once it's ready to go, your switcher should show up on the network. Once inside the software, let's take a look at what's going on. Going into settings, I can change the switcher's resolution, and this is not a 4K switcher, so you might notice that it has no 4K resolutions. From this window, I can completely control the switcher, what's in preview, what's in program, and all the other functionality of the device. Audio is the most important part of a live stream. Audio can be brought into this switcher through one or both of the 1/8 inch connectors on the A10 Mini. Connect a lav mic directly to the A10, or connect an XLR to 1/8 inch cable from the output of a mixing console. In the control software, you can change the input from mic to line level to connect the mixing console. Or you can just connect a shotgun microphone directly to the A10 switcher through this method.
So it's interesting that all comes from the Ethernet connected. However, the Ethernet is also to add streaming feature, right? So you're going to need that Ethernet port. I'm just thinking about it logically. That's where I'm going to plug in the Starlink Mini, obviously.
You just skip a mixing console and go straight from your shotgun microphone to the switcher through this cable. On the multi-view, a box shows our audio settings here. I can see cameras 1, 2, 3, and 4, microphone input, the little 1/8 inch jack 1 and 2, and then I can see the audio also going to our program output. So each of my cameras, each of my devices has audio, has a scratch microphone with audio coming into the A10. So when you're live streaming, you're going to want to use the buttons on the control surface here to choose where the audio is coming from, whether it comes from one of your external devices or whether it comes through the 1/8 inch connectors on the interface. So I'll use these buttons to activate which audio source I'm sending to the program output, and you can also adjust the level of the volume that is sent to program out over the HDMI or USB-C output connectors, which is really cool. So obviously audio can also come in through.
Did he just say the program comes out of the HDMI and the USB-C?
to activate which audio source I'm sending to the program output. And you can also adjust the level of the volume that is sent to program out over the HDMI or USB-C output connectors,
Wow.
which is really cool.
That's interesting.
So obviously
That means you could use it. That means you could use it as an input to an OBS, or you could just plug it into a MacBook as an input, and you could have basically 4 cameras coming from the A10 Mini all into OBS as one feed through the USB-C as one input into OBS. That's kind of, and all the controls, all the modifying of it happens on the device. That's kind of unique.
audio can also come in through any of the cameras through their HDMI in my case, or maybe it's your SDI input. You could utilize this as your main audio source, connect the output of your mixing console to the XLR input on your camera, and use the input to the switcher to bring in the audio. Then route that audio to the program output by selecting that audio source. So there's buttons here, there's on, off, and then up and down on each of these inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then mic 1 and mic 2 to go.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Okay, each has its own mic. Those buttons are all for the audio. Interesting. It's quite a simple design, isn't it? Right, okay.
Go to program. For me here in the studio, audio is not super important in the switcher because I'm recording all the cameras and devices to the SSD drive through the ISO ATEM, and I'm also recording audio locally to my lav mic here with a pack in my pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and sync that with what's going on to the SSD drive in post. So if I were to stream from the studio here, then I would need to get good audio sent to the program output. And I do have a shotgun mic that I've been messing around with, trying to get good audio from. I just find that the clip-on lavalier mic is really nice. And even though I don't need the flexibility of being able to move around too much, I don't really want to be having a wire hanging off of me. So that's kind of where we're at. I have 3 cameras in my studio connected to the A10 Mini Pro. So I have my front camera here, I have my side camera here, I have my top-down camera here, and I have a side camera, which is my iPhone, to record the multi-view in this particular video. So the ATEM can support scaling, so no matter what resolution or frame rates any of these cameras are going into the switcher with, they're all able to be seen on the multi-view into the switcher. And it really is wonderful having this multi-view monitor on the wall so that I can monitor the cameras, make sure everything's recording, and know exactly what is going on. And this is really a pretty simple setup. I've got one camera that is upside down on the slider here, so I'm using a red decimator to flip the image coming off of my C100 Mark II, feeding into the ATEM switcher. I am going to save the topic of using the 4th remaining HDMI input to the ATEM switcher to pull graphics from my computer here running ProPresenter. I'm gonna save that for another video. And I also have a video using my new iPhone 15 Pro as a broadcast.
He hasn't mentioned anything about live streaming yet.
Camera into my switcher and some other things. So please consider subscribing to my channel to see those. Because this switcher only has 4 inputs, I am going to utilize chroma key in that video to give us transparency through the single HDMI graphics source from ProPresenter 7. So I'll save the how it's done for the next video, but let me show you what I'm doing to make this work. So I've set chroma key, I've got the fill source set to camera 4, I've sampled it, I set the stream output of ProPresenter to go to my computer screen. So you can see in camera 4 what is on my computer screen, and then you can see in program and preview that the ATEM is keying out the green and just leaving what we want for the lower thirds. And now I can simply turn on the key 1 button, or I can put camera 4 in program to show full screen graphics. The A10 Mini has a built-in video encoder, which means that we can stream from the ATEM.
This is all what I wanted to hear about, the encoding.
The A10 Mini has a built-in video encoder, which means that we can stream from the ATEM with the reliability of a hardware encoder. This also means the switcher can be used to record the program output, and if you have the ISO model, you can record every input, including the program output, to the connected SSD drive over that USB-C port like we were talking about. However, the A10 minis only have one encoder, so whatever quality settings you choose for the recording, those will also apply to the live stream. This means that we can't record the best quality video to an SSD drive and then stream in a lower quality because of limited internet connection.
Wow.
So whatever settings you set for the stream, the same settings are going to be used for the SSD.
That's a weird idea to do that.
In the ATEM control software, to change the live stream settings, we're going to go to Output. And now I can see here live stream, so I can select my platform. We'll go to YouTube.
Wait, can you put a custom RTMP in there? I hope so. Doesn't look like you can. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Restream.io, Vimeo, Boxcast, Caster, Africa TV, Bilby, Weibo.
On this list, it's really nice because Boxcast is also included, so you can use their service and go straight from the ATEM to their service without having an expensive encoder. You can mess with the server, you can add your key, and then you can display status so you can see what's going on. And when you're ready...
That's a bit of an oof, as the kids would say. I'm going to have to just pause that there. I'm going to ask the GPT machine, can you stream to a custom RTMP? If you have to go to those set outputs, that doesn't make sense. Surely not. Like that. Oh, I've already minimized that, haven't I? That can't be it. Okay, another question. Can you stream to a custom RTMP from the ATEM Mini Pro? It looks like all the drop downs are pre-filled destinations. Let's see. I wonder if you've got to edit some plist file or something. Yes, you can stream the ATEM Mini Pro to a custom RTMP destination, but there's a catch. The ATEM software doesn't let you paste a custom RTMP URL directly in the drop-down menu by default like you will be something like OBS. Instead, the unit shows you a list of pre-configured services. That's what I saw. 2 ways to stream to your own RTMP server. Use custom URL H.264 in newer firmware. Okay, so there is. Okay. In a recent version of the ATEM software control, there's a custom URL H.264 option in the platform dropdown. Okay, that's fine. With that selected, then you type in the R. Okay, so you can do it. So just update your firmware. Or the other way, like there you go. Add your own RTMP destination in the streaming.xml file. So not a plist, but same kind of. Okay, cool. So it can be done. All right. Okay, you could have just said that. You know, GPT machine sometimes are really fucking pissing me off, huh?
You can click on air, and also there's a button right here on the ATEM switcher.
Yeah, I missed all that.
You can mess with the server, you can add your key, and then you can display status so you can see what's going on. And when you're ready, you can click on air, and also there's a button right here on the ATEM switcher, so you can go ahead and click on air. It's right beside the record on and off button. Right below that, there is the ISO recording button, and you can see here the time that I've been recording, and you can also see the device that it's being recorded to, the 1 terabyte SanDisk. If there's a second drive connected, you can also record to that as like a backup, but you can also use that port for other things. And right here, it says ISO record all inputs. When I first plugged mine in, that wasn't selected, so I had to make sure I selected that in order to adjust what was happening. We should be able to see quality settings in here also, but I suspect because I'm recording currently that I can't change those settings. So anyways, that's how you set those settings. This ISO feature was really one of the primary reasons that I decided to purchase this device for my studio here, so that when I push record, everything is in a single folder ready to edit. So if you aren't getting this, then make sure the device is properly configured. There is a ton that these ATEM switchers can do. So if you're not getting something working like you think it should be working, then you probably need to go mess with some settings and make sure things are configured properly. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video. And
it looks pretty solid. It looks like that's what I'm going to get. Yeah, and that. So once I've implemented that into my setup, I will do another live stream and hopefully there won't be any issues. I wish, you know what I'll do? I'll buy one and keep the receipt in case it's not what it's cracked up to be. But it looks good. From everything I've seen there, it looks good. And this idea of being able to go live from one button, so that'll actually remove a fair amount of tech in my van, because I've got a switcher in my van, which I won't need now, which means I'll have to run some HDMI cables a bit longer from the center console. I'll figure all that crap out. I need to get a coffee. I didn't sleep very well last night. It was hammering down all night, and it was thunder and lightning, and I didn't sleep very well at all. I need to get a coffee, and then when we come back, we can catch up with, or we can continue on with Ghost Town Living. I bought a Ghost Town 5 years later. We've got half an hour through this 3.5 hour video. That's the plan anyway. I didn't go surfboarding today. There was no surf to be done. And I'm making excuses. I was going to go for a surf, but I went driving instead. Oh, I found some frogs and stuff. I'll show you another time. Tadpoles. And I'm going to get that coffee, and I'll be right back. Oh, 69 viewers. Dale. Oh, I just changed to 64. Damn it. 69 for a second there. Got myself a coffee. Got a cookie. I had a thought too. I've got the P3 Mini from KiloView. Can I use that? I've still got the demo unit behind me. I wonder. They've never asked for it back. Literally a streaming encoder right there. Should I be using this? Can you use it without using their bonding service? That's a great question from whence I will get an answer. I have a P3 Mini from KiloView. Do I need to use their server backend, or can I stream direct from it to a RTMP or a custom RTMP? We'll find out. Yeah, you've got a KiloView P3 Mini. You don't have to use KiloView's server backend. You can stream directly from the unit to a custom RTMP server. Okay. I should just do that then. But then I'll still need to get a switcher. I'll still need to get a switcher though. Should we just try it? I could just try it. I could just do it right now. Or at least I could power it up and see where that menu item is. I haven't turned this on in a long while. Remember we had issues with this? It's not powering up. I guess it's flat. It charges by USB-C. I might just put it on charge right now. I wonder if it needs to charge or if I can just keep it powered up with the cable. That's not USB-C. Ah, shit. That's USB-C. I might just let it charge for a bit. Pretty interesting. I mean, if I have a streaming encoder right there, that they obviously don't need it back. They haven't asked me for it back in a hot minute. I'm just keeping my eye on it right now. I mean, it would be dumb if I didn't try that, right? Like I should just try it. Yeah, it'd be silly not to try it. I mean, I obviously I have tried it in the past and it didn't work, but that was when they said that the firmware wasn't written for Starlink, which is a bit weird. Either way, let's move on or move back a little. I'll hang out with you guys, catching up on some. Oh, there's a video here that Dalsky listed for us. Life inside a $4 billion US submarine kitchen. Hello. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome
What the hell?
back to the Fluxus channel.
What is going on with that? Command R. What was going on there? Is that my... That's mine. What's going on with my... The hell? What? What? Well, first of all, I'm going to check if it's... No, we just watched a video. We just watched a video. I'm going to quit. What am I going to do? Quit Firefox. And then power it back up. Man, I'm not myself today. I'm all over the place here. I see the Killer View P3 powering up. It's taken a long time. Firefox. Something going funkify. Okay. I'm getting ads now on YouTube. Hold on a second.
What do you say we go find those genes and make Brent a real happy guy? But
I wonder if that's just the Firefox browser trouser, because I just played a video before and it worked. Let's go to open up a YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel, gives a minute, and just take a random video. This one here will do. We don't have power. We don't have sound, of course, because I don't have that patched through. That's my fault. Let me just take a look at this. Excuse me 1 second. I'll just change it to this.
A little bit more than 6 months ago. And
so it's not Firefox. It is something to do with my system, which sucks, but it's also not that bad. What I could do, what I should do, try quitting my audio interface. Sound source. Just quit that.
Christmas of 2020 rolled out. I realized that I was not going.
Nope. Try checking loopback. Loopback. Nope, that opened up Full Flower Moon Band, the track loop in music. Nice one. It's not what I wanted though. Loopback. Okay, maybe there's an update to the ARC audio encoder. Check for updates on loopback. You're running the latest. Okay, so it's not that.
For a long time. I started off as
So it's not that.
a few week trip. Turned into
Wow. Okay. Well, when something like this happens, you just say to yourself, well, shit me, man. I thought I'd got this streaming stuff down. But that begs me the question, is it horrible everywhere, or is it just in Firefox? Like, let me just hear sound on the stream, make sure that the sound is good. Because if I'm all horrible, Let me just open up my stream here. Because we don't have to watch them. We can just sit out here and chill, right? We don't have to watch anything. If that's going to sketch out today, well, fair enough. It's sketched out. We got through the black magic stuff, but that's... What am I doing? YouTube. I'm not really feeling myself, if I'm being honest. I'm a little bit all over the shop. Let's go to my channel. My channel. Why isn't it... Am I not live? Yes. Why didn't it just come up with my live feed? Okay, there it is. Skip the ads. Skip the ads. Okay, we got audio here. Skip the ads. Okay, so the audio is fine on this. Okay, we got audio here. Okay, cool. So the audio is fine. Everything's fine. So we'll just hang out here. Let's have a conversation. Lou Rock donated one of those. Thank you, Lou. I didn't hear them. Thank you. Is there anyone else here? Is it just me? Let me just do some tech shit. I might change my audio sample rate. No, I will not. Sample rate. I'm not going to change anything. I've learned the hard way. Do not do anything on a stream. Although, nah, not touching it. Yo, Flex Cougar, how you doing? You sound just fine. I think it was only the video playback. Thank you, Flex. Cheers. Cheers is Flex Cougar on DLive. How you doing? What's cracking? Well, we can't watch content, but we can hang out here and have a good old time. Good old-fashioned fun time. Happy time. I wonder what the Kilo View P3 is doing over there. Is it doing anything? Let me go get it. I think it's kind of flashing slightly. No, it's not doing jack shit. It's not doing anything. Yeah, we won't be using this device. Let's not forget that is a demo model, and I reviewed it and then meant to give it back to them, but nobody ever asked me for it. So it's just sitting there and it's not doing anything. So we'll be getting the P3 Mini. What do you want to talk about? I'm feeling a little perky after this coffee. Tell me about some new web streaming platforms that I should know about. I'm on Nemo Live with a grand total of how many 100,000 viewers? 52 viewers on Nemo TV and nobody talking. 59 viewers now. What other sites could I... Vaughn Live. Vaughn Live. Vaughn Live. I'm already on there though. Vaughn Live. It's a weird website name. Hey, Vaughn. Yo, Vaughn! Vaughn Live. I'm on there now. Of course, we won't have any audio here, but I am on there. I should be on there. Let's just search for Gives a Minute. Gives a Minute. No results? Excuse me? Says I'm streaming there. Gives a Minute. That's weird. Can't even find my own freaking channel. Gives. Live? Gives? It's my channel called Gives, not Gives a Minute. Yeah, it's Gives. I didn't call it Gives a Minute. Why the hell did I not call it Gives a Minute? what I'm going to do. I'm going to log in there. I'm going to change it. Log in, sign in. I'm signed in here. And can I change my... I think you lost your sound. I did. No. My sound should be fine. No. My sound should be fine. It's all good. You're seeing the stream on the browser, which is muted. Sounds fine though. Unless you're messing with me, sound should be fine. Come on, play. Wow.
The browser, which is muted.
Yeah, no.
Sounds fine though.
It's all good. You got me. You got me. You didn't actually get me, but you tried to get me. Can I change my handle here? Gives. Coming at you live. Edit status. I want to edit my channel name. I don't know where to do that. Gives. Go live. Settings. Change profile photo. View stream. Ghost mode. Settings is. Username. Gives. Change. It's going to be gives a minute. That way it's across the... Username does not match. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I tell you what I will do though. I will add it to... I'm going to add it to... I'm going to add it. I'm going to take it off my restream.io and add it to my Beam stream. Vaughn, edit. Vaughn live. Okay. I'm going to do this as well. Go live. Looking for your stream key. Oh, you might want to just get that off the screen, hey? Who cares? Good luck. Actually, I'll just have to reset that. Just reset that. Oh, you got all these. Okay, I like looking at different websites. Donation alerts. Huh. Okay, cool. I'm going to add it to Rumble, to Beam stream. Ingest server. Vaughn live. Bam, 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 chabam. Your Vaughn live username is... Gives a minute. And we should be live over there. Go back over here. Welcome to Vaughan Live. Gives, visit your stream. Coming at you live. There it is. Live through Beamstream. Okay, cool. That's another channel. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove it from... Actually, let's do Africa.tv as well. Africa.tv. Africa.tv. Yo, Dalski, what's cracking, man? Hello. How you going, man? Africa.tv. It's called Soup Live now. It's not called Africa. Okay. Hello, Soup. Everyone wins. Guaranteed rewards for participating. Play, earn daily. Play, earn daily. Log in. I'm going to log myself in here, dudes. Even though I don't know anything about this, I'm going to just find it. Africa. Africa. Nope. Soup Live. Here we are. Find ID. Verify your email. No matching. Okay. How you doing, Dale? I hope you're doing well. Africa.tv. I'm enjoying the Winter Olympics and I'm doing well. Oh, the Winter Olympics are on. Are they now? Huh. How's you? I'm okay. After a disaster IRL stream yesterday, I have assessed that, well, I've already talked about it, but I've assessed that my LiveView Solo has had better days. This device is now going to be updated to a different device, a newer device. I think this is long in the tooth. I mean, I could test it by doing a stream. I probably should do a stream here just myself and just test it, but it did not like the heat yesterday, and it started overheating and thermally throttling, and so it could be time for it to say ta-ta. And right now, I'm just faffing around here, not really doing much, just sitting here, finding new websites to stream to. I'm a little confused as to what happened to Africa.tv. What happened to Africa.tv? Hasn't shut down, but it's going through a big transformation and some controversy rather than disappearing. Africa TV is being rebranded to Soup. In 2024, Africa TV announced and began rolling out a name change as part of an effort to refresh its image and unify domestic and global services. This is the first major rebrand in 18-year history. Okay, the legal drama. The rebrand has sparked a trademark dispute because other company management Soup, the agencies of actors like Susie. Okay, controversial, faced a lot of scrutiny. Some streamers were involved in scandals. Ooh. Criticism. Okay. 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 So it's still there. It's still there. I want to sign into it, but I have an account on Africa TV, but I don't know. I don't know what my account's called. Why can't I find it? Africa.tv. Oh no, that's changing my title. Okay, that's not what I want to do. It says I'm streaming there. Why can't I find myself? Go over here to Soup and search for gives a minute. Gives a minute. There it is. 2 viewers. Gives a minute's latest videos. I'm live right now. Gives a minute. Gives a minute. All right, why can't I log in with that then? I'll get off there and go back to the login page. Sign in. I want to sign in, not sign up. I want to sign in. Log in. I want to play and earn daily. My ID is gives a minute. Did we assess that? We did. I dated a Korean chick once. Jane Kim Shi was a cutie. Oh, that's cool, man. I was infatuated with a Vietnamese girl one time, a long time ago. She was cute too. The ID is not registered or the ID password is incorrect. Tasted like sushi. Shit. Find password. Find password. I don't know, dude. I'm just faffing around here. I'm just messing around, having a good time. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to have a little fun. I got nothing better to do, so we're going to have a little fun. ID. Benin? 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 Benin. Benonskis. We're going to have a little fun. Incorrect ID or password. Find password. Save ID. Stay logged in. Find ID. Find ID.
We're going to have a little fun. I have nothing else to do, so let's have a little fun, right?
I have nothing else to do, so let's have a little fun, right? We're going to have a little fun. I have nothing else to do, so we're going to have a little fun, right? You know it's going to be really sad when Trump goes? Because, man, he might not be the best president that you guys have ever had, but he's the most entertaining. And that's good enough in my books. Whether he runs the country the most efficient manner, it's debatable, but he's a really funny guy. And they say you should always try to make someone laugh. So, what should I do here? I'm signed in. My channel name is Gives a Minute, yet I cannot sign myself in. This is my channel. Add to favorite, send message channel. The channel is live on Soup. Gives a Minute's Africa TV stream. I'm live there right now. I just cannot log myself in. Not that I care. It's a Korean site which doesn't do anything for me. But you know, you should try to be live everywhere. 5 views, 2 views, 3 views, 19 view, 5 views. What's my ID though? It'd be gives a minute, right? Streamer info. Creation date. I signed up here 2021. I've had 1,000 views. Number of fans. Loyal viewers, 4. Shit, yeah. 4 Koreans are loyal to me. Thank you, Korea. Thank you. Total stream time, 1,555 hours. 50. You would assume that's my ID, right? Gives a minute, but it's not. I mean, unless I'm spelling it incorrectly. Log in, ID, gives a minute. The ID is not registered or the ID password is not correct. Well, fine. Not now. Find password, enter the ID, gives a minute. Next. Better get off that in case it shows something sketchified. A temporary password has been sent to your email. Oh, has it now? Oh, thank you. Open up my email client. We'll get to the bottom of this. Don't you worry about that. Here we go. Verification code. Dear gives a minute. We're providing you a link to issue a temporary password. Temporary password verification. Okay, we're going to have a little fun. Messages on Kik are not showing on your screen? No. Interesting, Dale. Let me finish this and then let me have a little fun with Kik. Kik's not coming up. Is that right? Kik. Hello? Hello? Well, that's gonna blow me right off the head. Oh, Giggle Pickles is up there. Hey Gibbs, we just got done with the live stream. I'm trying to figure out my new mic and soundboard. We're gonna have a little fun. I'll look into that in a minute, but temporary password has been reset. Temporary password has been emailed to your email. They sent me a password? They sent me a password? Temporary password. Shit, yes. Okay, we're going to sign in. We're going to sign in. I'm going to log in. My ID is gives a minute. And my password. Oh, I'm going to turn this off here. Turn it off there. My password. Well, where was it? Temporary password here. Okay. It says your password has been updated for 6 months. Change password, current password. New password. Okay. We're going to hit this. We're going to have a little fun. I have nothing else to do. So we're going to have a little fun. We're going to have a little fun. Change password. Please enter 10 to 15 characters. I thought I did. 1, 2. Okay, let's do it again. Numbers. Special characters. Fuck special characters. I don't want a special character. 10 to 15 characters again. How many characters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll just take out those and that. Okay. Successfully changed. Swishness. So now that I'm successfully logged in, confirm your password. I just did. You want me to do it again? Another time? Okay. So let's go to my prophilic profile. Fucking what? Confirm your password? Again? Are you fucking serious, dude? I've just done that like 100 times. Update password. Nickname gives a minute. I'll just put it up in, you can't see this, but I'll just put this up in bold skins. Gives a minute. Change nickname. Duplicate nicknames. Okay. So okie dokie. So that means we're good. We can go back to my profile here. Let's go to live. Set this up on what? The fuck is that? Stream. What the fuck is it trying to download something? And I click the stream button. And it goes to download software. Are you out of your mind? Why would I do that? I just want to go live. Can we just give myself a... Let's go dark mode to start with. That looks better. My information. Better get off there quickly. Please enter your password. Get the fuck out of there. I just changed my profile here. Soup live. Gives a minute. Why don't I have a avatar? Edit. Where is my where's my avatar, man? Image settings. Profile image. Here we go. We go to beam. We go to images, graphics, logos, circle, PNG. That's the one. Whoops. Save that. Title image. We'll just go banner. That one? No, this one. Yep. Cropping in progress. That'll be good. Floating banner. Don't need to do any of that crap. Don't need to do any of that crap. Don't need to do any of that crap. What about streams? My revenue. Have I received revenue on this website? Put in your password again? Are you serious? How many fucking passwords have I got to enter? Total estimated revenue. 12 months. I've earned 3 Korean real world dollars. KRWs. Okay. 3 is better than none. It's also very small. So how come I can't just go live here? Where is... Manage stream. Manage stream is what I want. There we go. Stream. Gives a minute's Africa TV stream. You're rich. Time to retire. Time to set up your stream. Actually, I'll just give this title. Hello. Hello, Korea. I'm rich. Huh. Okay, set up your stream. Here is the stream URL, RTMP. So we do this in the Beam stream, and then we'll get onto the Kick Chat saga. I also want to do Party again. I want to get back on Party. Custom server address, restream. Next, Soup Korea. Stream key. Copy. Copy the stream key. Next, your Soup Korea username. Gives a minute. I won over 11 million last day live contest, so I'm wealthy as fuck. How did you do that, Dale? What was the criteria to win that? I saw your, I mean, you sent me the screen grab. By the way, that should be live now. I just did that in Beam stream. Yeah, here it comes. So we're live on, yo, Soup. What's up, Soup? 11 million's worth like $5. It's better than nothing, man. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Okay, so, yo, Soup. Soup. Give me some soup love. I should be live on the Soup machine. Soup.co.kr. Let's explore the channel. This is a Korean live streaming platform, folks. I've been here since 2021. Look at this, all these platform games. None of them look anything like what I do, but let's go to find Gives a Minute. Gives a Minute. There he is. Hello, Korea, I'm rich. And it doesn't seem to be working. No, there it is. Cool. We're live on Soup. Swoop. What's up? All right, let's close that down. All right, let's close those tabs down. 1, 2, 3. What? 1. Okay. It's a bit funkified. Close it, close it, close it. Close, 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 close. And we'll kill the Firefox. Now let's take a look at what's going on with Kick. What's going on with the Kick chat? That's not Kick. If I type in the chat, hello, you can't see that, but it didn't come up anyway. However, the commands are working, right?
I just farted.
I just farted. Okay, so what? Okay, then we have to open up Discord. Discord. The Discord? Why is my Spotlight search not working correctly? Something funkified going on there, my friends. Somebody going to get hurt real bad. Discord. I'm going to ask about that in the Discord. See if anyone else has asked about it in the Discord. Bitcoin trading at 69, Dale. 69. So let me go into the Beam Discord. Let's ask. I'll just search Beam for a Kick chat. Someone asked on the 18th of January, am I the only one on that the YouTube, Twitch, and Kick chat doesn't show on multi-chat? Someone asked on the 2nd of January, Happy New Year, guys. I need some help. YouTube and Kick chat isn't coming through, and I don't know why. Kick chat isn't coming through. It's June. June girl, I guess, from December last year. Same situation. I'm going to post it in the support. Let me ask. Is Kick chat not working now in Beam UniChat? It was working yesterday. And I know because I streamed for 8 hours yesterday, 7 hours. What happened? So Kick chat's not working. And I see Giggle Pickles goes to the shop. Giggles, how you doing? What's cracking? I also want to find out how I can sign into party.com. Tell me to open a ticket. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something here. First of all, I'm going to do this. I gotta just check my. Excuse me, 1 second. I forgot to do this. I gotta add Vaughn Live and Soup to my streaming bookmarks. So I'll do that now, just as we chit chat here. Soup Live. So Soup. I'm logged in. I've got to go to live, my channel. Gives a minute. Dude, I've been on this platform since 2021 and I hadn't put up an avatar. It just goes to show you that what they throw across the ocean is we can throw right back at them. Doesn't show you that at all. It just goes to show you that I didn't really give a shit. Manage channel. Go live. What? Hello, Korea. Hello. Wow, it's got a translation in the chat. I spoke in English and it came up with translation. Translates to hello. No shit. Well, that's good. Content, Cinity, streamer, star streamer, content support, streamer guide. Manage stream, that's what I was looking for. Okay, cool. I'm going to bookmark this. Soup. Bookmarked. And now we go back to Vaughn Live. And I want to just bookmark this stream section. Settings will go live now. Stream options. Okay, cool. Okay, that's cool. This is a very chilled stream here. Vaughn Live. Vaughn. They actually have a website called Vaughn Live. Yo, Vaughn, did you ever get that live streaming platform going? Yeah, Vaughn. Go for it, Vaughn. No hassle. No shame to Vaughnskis, but that's not a great name. Not a great name. No. I know names, and that's not a good one. Okay, so that Nemo TV chat comes up. Little bird icon. Swishness. Now, the thing that I wanted to show you guys, which I've been faffing around with, watch this. Watch this. Where are we? This is a browser. This is my Brave browser, right? So this is the browser that I use to log into sites and do all my things. I usually, when I'm streaming, I usually use Firefox to keep it not personal. But in this instance, I want to log into party.com, which is one of the streaming sites I use. This is my stream list. I go to click party. Watch this. Party.com profile goes to welcome. Get started. Failed to load wallet balances. I don't want to get started. I want to just sign in, right? So there's no other option but to click get started. There's no option. And if I go and type in a new browser and go party.com without the profile, watch what happens. It goes to the same thing, right? So it's all blurred. The background's blurred out behind it. I can't do anything. Nothing. That's going to get weird. I see you said that, but I didn't hear it. That's going to be weird. Did it not? That didn't do that, did it, Dale? That didn't do. That's going to be weird. Is Botrix down? Oh, you typed it in the D live, you fucker. You really confused me, man. You really confused me. You really did confuse me. I was like, why didn't it play? Okay, so my point here is when you Yeah. So my point here is when you click on this, get started, watch this. You click on it because it's the only thing you can do. It says enter a username. Well, I've already got a username. It's mine. I'm already on this site. So I go, well, I guess I'll just choose my username. Gives a minute. And of course, you know what this now says. Username already in use. No shit. It's in use because it's mine, but I can't do anything to get in there. Like this, there's no option here. There's nothing I can do. So can someone clip the, you know what? Start again. Can someone get ready to clip this shit? Because I want to send this into the fucking Discord server of Party to prove this shit to them. Okay, check this. I'll start afresh. Hi guys, I've got a thing. Start again. Hi guys, you'll never guess what's happened on party.com. If you go to log in and you've already got a profile, it doesn't let you. Check this out. Go over here. Go to Brave browser, open up a new browser, go into party.com. Now this is my profile. Party.com gives a minute. I'm already there. I'm already a live streamer on the platform, as you can see behind. Yet here we go. It just says welcome. Welcome. There's no okay, I can't put this stupid accent on. There's no other option for me here to do anything except click get started. I can't, everything's blurred out behind. You can clearly see that I'm there. I have a profile. I didn't do anything. I just got, somehow they've signed me out. So now I go, okay, what do? I click get started. Ask me for a username. Well, I guess, am I logging back in? Yeah, well, I'll put my username in. There's no other option here. So I'm putting in gives a minute and I click next. And of course, what do you think happens? That username's already in use. There's nothing I can do. I can't get past this page. Like, so Party, I want to join the party, but what the fuck is this shit? What is this shit? It's been that way for months. Clip that shit. Is it a Brave browser issue? I mean, it's Brave is a Chrome browser. This is the browser I've always used. There's no shield to down for the site. Just crazy, man. Like, and then I put it in the Discord and they say, open a ticket. Fuck you and your tickets. Fix that shit. Did someone clip that? If you've clipped it, let me know. I'm going to send it to them. Open a ticket. What are we, D-Live? Hey, Dale clipped it. Cool, man. Thank you, Dale. I'll just check that clip out. That was a quick clip too. Thank you, man. Oh, you didn't give it a title. Fuck you, man. Hang on a second. Oh, we don't have any. Oh, that's Brave. Okay, hang on. We're in the Brave browser, but the audio won't be good anyway because wait a second. Brave to OBS. Why is I'm just gonna add this Brave. Hold on a second. Sorry about this. It's just muted. I'm just gonna add this Brave. Hold on a second. Where are we playing from? Sorry about this. Where's that coming from? It's just muted. I'm just gonna add this Brave. Hold on a second. Where are we playing from? Where's that music? Where's that coming from? Sorry about this. Where's that coming from? I've opened up too many tabs now. I'm just gonna add this Brave. Hold on a second. Where are we playing from? Where's that music? Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? This is why I don't do Brave audio. From? I'll just put it up. Fuck you, man. I'll do it in I don't know where that's coming from because I don't have anything else opened here. Nemo, Twitch. Well, I do, but those are tabbed, but they're paused. Wait. I think it was Kick. I think it was Kick was the culprit. I think it was Kick, folks. It was Kick. Kick was the culprit. Got it. Start again. Hi, guys. You'll never guess what's happened on party.com. If you go to log in and you've already got a profile, it doesn't let you. Check this out. Go over here. Go to Brave browser. Open up a new browser browser. Go into party.com. Now, this is my profile. Party.com gives a minute. I'm already there. I'm already a live streamer on the platform, as you can see behind. Yet here we go. It just says welcome. Welcome. There's no okay, I can't put this stupid accent on. There's no other option for me here to do anything except click get started. I can't, everything's blurred out behind. You can clearly see that I'm there. I have a profile. I didn't do anything. I just got, somehow they've signed me out. So now oh, you didn't clip the whole thing. Fuck, dude. Your clipping leaves a lot to be desired, Dale. I mean, I appreciate you trying, but just know that you're wrong. Cut that shit out, man. Can I clip it from somewhere else? Can I clip it from somewhere else on another platform? Clip it on Kick. Oh, clip it on YouTube. YouTube has clips, right? Doesn't it? Fuck you, man. Wait. Giggle Pickles. Hey, Gibbs. I did it for you, Gibbs. Giggle Pickles. Are you... Wait, is the YouTube chat not fulfilling itself as well? Hello? I'm going to chat in the YouTube. Hello? Dude, no, YouTube chat's not... Okay, so there's a problem with Beam. There's a problem with the Beam multi-chat, for sure. It's not coming in from the YouTube either. Okay, that sucks. Fine, I'm fired. Fuck you, man. Don't get me angry, man. You know what I'm like when I'm angry, Dale. You don't want to see that again, do you? You see my pointed finger there? I think I want to have a beer. One of those shitty Carlton drafts. Flowski, how you doing, man? This kind of crap is why I stopped using Beam. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's not good when shit doesn't work, and shit's not working right now. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not working. I'll just do the right thing. Make a comment. I'll do the right thing in the Discord. Giggle Pickers, I have a clip of it, Gibbs, but I don't know how to get on your Discord. If you clipped it on YouTube, Giggles, it should come up on my channel. It should come up on my channel. I'll also just say, it seems, I'm putting this in the Discord. It seems worse. YouTube chat. YouTube is also not working now. In Beam Uni chat. Yo, Flowski over there on the D Live. Do you want to hang out for a while? I'll get one of those beers and we'll just sit here and shoot the shit. I'm down. I hate missing chat messages. Imagine this happened yesterday, you know, when we were out sitting in that cloud. Yeah. I kind of want to submit that ticket to party though. Party. Ooh, D-Live, since Kick wasn't showing on screen. Now I get a dumb heart over my messages. It is a bit weird how that's right there, isn't it? But you can love heart the shit out of that. There's 10, there's 12. How many? What happens if you just keep love hearting? How many love hearts can I send? There's 30, there's 40, there's 50. I'm going to get banned off YouTube, aren't I? Off D-Live. There's 60. I'm going to do 100 love hearts. 70. 80, 90, 100. 100 love hearts, dudes. Take that. Take that. Fine young love hearts. That heart has been complained about for months. What's it for? Like, what does it even do? Does it do anything? Does it give you anything? Does it rank you any higher? Or is it just a little gimmicky thing? They still haven't changed it. I really want to be on that. I want to be on the Discord, man. I want to be on their Discord. I think it's a TikTok clone. TikTok has the same thing. I'm going to go and get a beer. I'll be right back. Can't help it. That is pretty interesting. Oh, hold on. That is pretty interesting. The heart issue. Flowski, it promotes more chat interaction. Type 2 messages so you can uncover the previous one from the stupid heart. That's funny. Exclamation pour, because I'm drinking this crap beer. The irony of this trouble today on the Beam stream is that the only thing that is working is the DLive chat. Now that's ironic, Alanis. Why can't I open these beers? I get weak. Cheers, Azizes. That's awful. Horrible beer. Now, I just wanted to go and see if is the YouTube. That's awful. Wait, the fuck? Why is? I just wanted to go and see if Brave Audio is playing again. That's a beautiful, rich beer pouring sound that I made. I was going to say, I wanted to see if clipping on YouTube, how does it work? How to get rich from clipping, how to make fuck you money with YouTube shorts. Clip your video into Reels. Can you clip? Basically cheating. I want to ask if you can just clip though. Like, how do you just clip? You know what I'm going to do? ChatGPT. Is there a way in YouTube Studio to clip? Yo, Outdoors Woman, it isn't doing the shop here on Twitch gives. No, the shop will only work in Kick. By the way, Dale's off the hook for the clip. Most clips are limited to 1 minute, so you blab too long. That's true. Me talk too much? When? Is there a way in YouTube Studio to clip a VOD into a separate short? Short answer, no. There's no full-featured way inside of YouTube Studio to automatically clip a live VOD into a new short as a separate video, at least not like a dedicated make short from VOD button. The feature does exist, but only in specific places on mobile, in the YouTube app or the YouTube Studio app. Create a short from a longer video directly in the YouTube mobile app. This lets you pick a segment of your VOD, trim it, and publish it as a short. That's what I want. This feature isn't always visible for every video, and it can be a bit spotty. What? On YouTube Studio in the web browser, there's no dedicated clip this VOD into a separate short button in the web studio editor right now, but there is something creators on Reddit confirm as a limitation. This is something. You can use the regular YouTube editor. The workaround, download and edit and upload. Mobile clip app too. Okay, so that doesn't, like, again, YouTube just seemed to have dropped the ball on that one. I'm going to turn the air conditioning off because it's cold. I do miss the stickers. Kind of forgot about them. Pretty unique even to this day. The DLive stickers, yeah, they were cool. They were cool. The things that I liked about DLive included the lemons, the Lino. Koala be getting it. Yeah, remember the sexy stickers that Charlie used to post? This beer is too easy to drink because it's absolute rubbish. It's not absolute rubbish, but it is rubbish. So is YouTube working if I played a YouTube video? Or is it still scratchy audio? Wait for it.
Firstly, it's important to note that the algorithm doesn't...
It's working again. I don't want to listen to you. Let's watch this. Life inside of a $4 billion US submarine kitchen. Thank you, Daleskins.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fuck This channel.
The Fuck This channel? Welcome back to the Fuck This channel.
Deep beneath the calm of the oceans and the serenity of its waves lies a vast battleground.
Wait. My AI radar my AI is twinking here. This is AI. Speaking of stickers, whatever happened to the K-Man, the global partner who streamed to 3 people? Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? He went from like botting himself up the wazoo to then not doing it, and then there was no one ever there. He had a brain aneurysm. Yeah, he had some serious medical emergencies. Surgery last I heard he's okay, yeah.
There could be potentially unsuspecting movements of watertight vessels, known as submarines, at about 300 meters deep inside the ocean. Modern submarines can have around 130 crew members living together for several weeks during deployment. While the submarines have tiny living and workspace for the sailors, it is still large enough for the sailors to...
This reminds me, I dreamt last night, this just came back to me, or I dreamt sometime this morning or last night, that I went and worked in a mine. I was working in the mine, like driving a truck or something. That's weird. This video is just reminding me of that. Weird.
have several activities while on board. Entering a submarine is like entering a 3-story building through a manhole cover on the roof. A typical submarine has 3 levels, which are the upper, middle, and lower levels of the boat.
Dale, Maria Madness died from a brain tumor last year. Shocked everyone. Man. Damn. Ouch. Sorry to hear that. Flowski, I would have had fun exploring all the ins and outs for a while. Then I'd go nuts not seeing sky. I would hate it in a submarine. I'm not claustrophobic, but I reckon I would be on a sub. If you can develop claustrophobia, that's where I'd develop it, I reckon. Me too, yeah. Oh.
One of the things to notice on a submarine is how compact and deliberate everything is. Interestingly, you will find a kitchen fully stocked with food and cooking facilities on the submarines sufficient enough to cater to the need of the sailors. More so, there is usually a culinary specialist on board who dishes out sumptuous meals for the crew members. However, cooking in the submarine is very challenging because of the tight spaces. On top of that,
Daleskins, the US Navy is experimenting with VR headsets to help show above ground nature scenes. Oh wow. So you can wear the headset and get I was going to say submersed. Get submersed in the outside world.
The internal oxygen in the submarine is low and cannot be used to make open flames. This is not only to save oxygen, but also to avoid cooking fumes that can be hazardous for the crew members and the entire vessel.
Wait, so you can't cook on an open flame? Just a hot pan?
Therefore, cooking on a submarine is achieved with the use of microwave ovens.
By the way, just as a side note, even though there was the tech issues with the live view solo yesterday and the stream was pretty bunky, I'm quite happy with, pushing that aside, I'm quite happy with the results in terms of GoVan and having everything set up for camping and streaming. Obviously, there's going to be a tweak made when I get this A10 Mini Pro, and I have to sort of modify a little bit, but it's there, right? It's virtually there. So that was good. It just the irony of going to that lookout and having a whiteout, like. And by the way, it stayed horrible all day today. It's been just an awful day, like rainy, cloudy. I can't believe I was sitting in a cloud yesterday. It was bizarre. I put a little timestamp in that VOD to go directly to the cliff top so that if anybody watches it, they can, instead of watching all that boring be right back crap, you just click it and go straight into it.
Induction cookers to heat food. There is also a deep fryer, twin cavernous soup pots, and an industrial-sized mixer as part of the kitchen equipment. Although space and time can be limited.
Personally, I really love Flo's IRL streams. The Tranquil. Flo let us know yesterday that some of those aren't actually streamed. They're videoed and then streamed later. Ooh-wee. That's a good way to do it, actually.
Service cannot. On a typical submarine, there can be between 2 and 4 cooks on board to prepare meals for the crew members.
Gibbs are okay as well, kinda. Mine was shit yesterday.
Depending on the duration of the mission, the submarines can carry up to 160 pounds of food for each crew member. They have recipes for well-known dishes like fried chicken, creamed eggs, corned beef and cabbage, and ginger pot roast.
Gender pot roasts.
Whatever is not available in a recipe, the culinary experts make up for it by delivering good meals. Even though the weaponry and mechanical systems of the submarines occupy a large amount of space, there is still room for relaxation and leisure.
It would be a bit of a mind trip, but then again, if you're in a submarine, it's actually no different to being in an airplane, right? Like if you trip your mind out and say, how are we flying in the air on this, well, what did Kenneth Copeland call it? A hollow tube full of demons? No, a steel tube full of demons. How's this steel tube flying in the sky? You can really trip your mind out, but I guess it'd be the same concept on a submarine. Like if you keep thinking about all the water that's above you and the pressure and all that, you could probably just trip your head out. These nuclear subs deploy for 3 to 6 months, man. That's like, are you telling me they don't come up for that long? Like Kenneth Copeland, that guy is nuts. Yeah. I can't be on a tube full of demons. That's a long time, man, 3 to 6 months.
With little free time on board a submarine underway, the sailors tend to maximize leisure time available to them between shifts to keep their morale up. The sailors enjoy these stipulated hours through a variety of activities. It can be an opportunity to have personal free time or a chance to have discussions with fellow crew members. They can watch a game on the mess deck, read or
spend all day having sex with your partner. What else would you do down there? He's the guy who helped blow COVID away by literally blowing. Did he really blow it away?
Write letters or even play board games.
Or go fishing.
For some, they can even choose to enjoy the moment alone with
Go fishing. Like you're right there. You could just go fishing.
Video games. For book lovers, there can also be a library on board. Similar to the cooking facilities in submarines, there are sufficiently massive galleys and kitchen space for those on board an aircraft carrier too.
See, I could handle that.
To feed the 6,000 personnel living on an aircraft carrier, the store must be stocked with adequate raw produce and replenished.
Australia has contracted with the US and the UK to build and deploy several Oz nuclear subs. Is that right? Is that from Adelaide? I think they're doing them in Adelaide.
Regularly. The carrier has refrigerated and dry storage areas on the lower deck, filled with items that could be seen in a commercial supermarket. Since each crew member must be served 3 square meals a day, there can be more than 17,000 meals to be produced each day.
So they get pretty well fed though. It's decent food, right?
Of course, this is laborious and quite expensive. More so, the menu list consists of many sumptuous items to suit the dietary requirements of crew members.
I saw Skittles and Cheez-Its, I'd be set. Yeah, I saw that massive box of Skittles, hey.
With the huge number of quality meals prepared each day, it is not surprising that the average daily expense of food is around $65,000.
Yeah, until an enemy is shooting at your ass. Exactly.
The quality of the food is ensured by the culinary experts on board. These experts are in charge of the cooking processes and usually work around the clock to ensure that the food is prepared on time. All members on board a carrier receive their meals from one of 7 galleys. The galley is usually lively with activity, just like a large restaurant found in modern city centers.
Want the rice? No, green beans. Green beans, Zach.
The menu features a nice selection of food served buffet style, with a generous variety of recipes. Kitchens are found on other military facilities other than submarines and aircraft carriers. In addition to the arms and equipment needed for combat, the many personnel on land also need to be fed. The rich history of field kitchens can be traced to the late 19th century and the early 20th century.
That's why China, Russia, North Korea, Iran are developing hypersonic missiles to destroy carriers at the start of a war. Wow. What does hypersonic mean? What does it actually mean?
During this era, the military adopted a 4-wheeled mobile field kitchen to provide hot food to its forces near the front line. The steel stoves had large cooking pots.
Hypersonic means faster than Mark 5. Okay, gotcha. Engage.
Boilers with small fireboxes that could be fueled by wood or coal, and the mobile kitchen could be pulled by 2 or 4-horse teams.
Yay, stuff's happening.
Despite the fact that modern field kitchens are expected to be more technologically advanced, they still serve the same purpose of preparing meals in abundance.
No shit.
The U.S. Marines sometimes perform certain exercises aimed at promoting military culinary excellence. They take time to have a field cooking competition that allows the crew members to use their ingenuity and creativity in food service. This is a competition in which the Marines prepare and serve food from scratch in a field environment.
It's a cook-off.
Each team sets up its tents, gathers its resources, and coordinates all the logistics. Inside the tents, there is a field expeditionary mess hall. This mess hall has a kitchen, and the Marines can be seen busy cooking like bees in a hive.
Take that dish.
They compete against one another at the sub-stages, while the very best teams compete at the final stage to determine the overall winner of the competition.
No, it's one or the other. Sorry. Enjoy your meal.
They are graded on several factors, some of which are hygiene, taste, quality, site selection, and layout, among other criteria. field kitchens also come in a more flexible design with high mobility. The Air National Guard needed a rapid feeding system to aid the mission of the military, especially during natural emergencies. They came up with a modular setup that can be fully deployed in less than 30 minutes, known as the Disaster Relief Mobile Kitchen Trailer, or DRMKT. It uses advanced closed combustion technology.
Cooking from Steve Van. Go Van.
It is also equipped with efficient heat exchange and appliance manufacturing. The DRMKT is a kitchen on wheels. It is not just like any random food truck. It has everything one could require. The back of the truck can open to a large ramp, allowing airflow and space for food services. There is everything needed to prepare food from scratch, including an oven, a stock pot, a griddle, and a tray-based heating system.
I would hate to work in a kitchen in one of these places. Like the whole deal for me working in a kitchen, it's mainly like somewhere scenic where you're traveling and there's backpackers and there's girls and, there's wait staff. And here you're just cooking food in a small environment to a whole bunch of hungry people. Where are the cute waitresses and, where's the fun times and the flirting and...
Even with the flexibility in its design, it still has an impressive capability of producing about 1,000 meals every hour. All this results in a highly mobile system that can provide impressive feeding capabilities for first responders during domestic operations and disaster emergency relief missions. When a tragedy strikes, the DRMKT...
I could put a restaurant out of business within 30 seconds if I did the cooking. Flo, really? You're a bad cook? That's a funny thought. How come that place closed down? Flo got a job there. How long did he last? 30 seconds. The health and safety were in right away. They're like, nah, shut this shit down.
He is there to stimulate the troops' morale and their bellies with well-prepared meals.
Not my thing.
Ordinarily, there are food service specialists that function in all aspects of food preparation, including...
I will say this, it's different cooking in a commercial kitchen than cooking at home. Like in a commercial kitchen, you've usually got access to everything you need right there. Whereas usually at home, you've got to if you're going to cook something sort of a little different or a little off the menu, if you think, you've got to go to the store and find all these things. Whereas generally you've got a recipe that you're following and you've got all the dry goods, you've got all the pastas and everything. It's all there for you and you just have to go and get it. I don't know, I enjoy cooking in a restaurant environment, but I don't really enjoy cooking at home. And I also get the shits that you have to eat. Like it annoys me. It literally annoys me that I have to consume food. I'm not saying that I don't like food, and I'm not saying I've got a problem, like I've got a mental problem with eating. I don't, but I just don't like that. Like I'd rather you can eat when you want to. Like I don't like that, if I'm going to go somewhere, I better eat something now, otherwise I'll be hungry within 3 hours and I'll have to go and stop and get something. Or I'm here now, there's food here, I should eat it, or should I take it with me and wrap it and that kind it's annoying. Let's just say if they had a pill that satiated your hunger and gave you all of the nutrients, I'd pop the pill instead. I'm a pretty good home cook. It's a lot of hard work, but plus the cleanup afterwards. And yeah, there's usually a dish pig in the kitchens to do all that for you. I love that phrase, the dish pig. Get the dish pig to do it. I'm the same way. I prefer not to put all the time in it. It's like when I'm like by myself or traveling or whatever, I'll cook a big meal and I'll make certain there's leftovers for like 2 to 3 days. So then you've got 2 days of food ready and all you got to do is heat it up. say this is the plan, so God says this is the plan. Yeah, true, yeah.
Administration, procurement, distribution, and storage.
I like food, I just don't like preparing it twice a day.
To only supporting roles, but they are critical to the smooth operation of the entire service branch.
Jeez, we humans can sure be whiny bitches.
These food specialists act like traditional chefs or kitchen assistants with several responsibilities. They prepare and garnish food items, prepare raw produce, and serve the meals to the crew. They are also tasked with properly maintaining the garrison and the field kitchen equipment, and are properly trained to guide lower-grade kitchen personnel. Military missions are successful not only because of the adequacy of their weapons or tactical prowess, but also because their nutritionary requirements are taken care of by the hardworking crew members cooking rigorously throughout the day. Food is essential as fuel for the body, and the U.S. military spares no expense or time to ensure their kitchens and cooks function efficiently and seamlessly.
Wow.
They were getting yippy, you know? They were getting a little bit yippy.
That's the end of this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and...
They were getting a little yippy. I'll try to type that into the kick chat 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Couldn't spell it correctly. They were getting a little yippy, Shall we take the next year of ghost town living? We got up to 2021, I believe, at the end of the stream yesterday. So the end of 2020, so the beginning of 2021. Let's continue TB, a look back on 5 years.
So as the first year was coming to a close, I was learning what it meant to truly live here, not just come up here for a week or two on vacation. And I was having to learn all sorts of new skills, and my daily routine was totally different. You know, I had to learn how to operate heavy machinery. I needed woodworking, carpentry, smelting, rock climbing, rappelling, mechanical stuff, all of these things that I was really stoked to be learning. But at the same time, my daily routine didn't look anything like it did when I was in Austin. In Austin, I would love to go to the grocery store for my little snacks, you know, maybe once a day, get some fresh fruit, maybe
we've seen this.
sushi, maybe a little piece of chocolate. And
a piece of chocolate? A square of chocolate, dude. What's wrong with you? We've seen that bit. A piece of chocolate? This is the story about the water, right? Here we go.
We're going to take this pump down.
Down.
And if the pump needs replacing, we will replace the pump. We will do whatever we need to do to bring water 700 feet back up that old mine shaft to right there to back into town so I can have water for the American Hotel. I have 3 2,500-gallon tanks down there.
Getting a little
store
yippy.
water in all of them, which give me 7,500 gallons worth of water to work with. It's going to be a big task. You know, this task requires taking an original hoist from 1865, using a 150-year-old piece of equipment to risk your life dangling over a hole going down 700 feet. But
to risk your life dangling over a hole. Shit.
To risk your life dangling over a hole going down 700 feet. But when we're down there, I hope it leads to new water. And also, I hope I get to explore a little bit. You know, the 700 level here at Cerro Gordo is a level I've always wanted to explore. I look at the maps of the place and it looks huge. It looks like there's so much to explore, so many treasures to find. And anytime I've gone down there before...
What are you guys talking about? Hurricanes? Natural disasters? I missed that in the chat. Fires, largely thanks to dumb humans. Forest management, what a concept. Right. You're talking about burning fires and shit. Okay.
It's all business. You know, we're there to replace a pump. We're there to get in and get out. Today, I hope to convince the guys to let me, you know, look around a little bit more and maybe find some different treasures.
You're comparing Florida to Oregon.
Anyways, That's what I'm getting into today.
Okay.
No matter what, it's going to be an adventure. So stay tuned as I try to get water back here to Cerro Gordo. The plan was I'd go down with 2 other guys. We'd diagnose what's going on with the pump, hopefully be able to just flip a switch and start it over again, and then come back up. So we headed down, with high hopes. The pump had been turned off for a while. We thought maybe if we turn it on, it'll just get going again, and maybe it was the cold that was creating the problems. So this week, when replacing the pump, my biggest concern was the hoist. This is an original
Stream
piece
froze
of
on
machinery
D-Live?
from 1865, where you're dangling in a metal cage by a cable with a 900-foot drop below you. Hoists have failed in the past.
Not for flow.
And unlike a brick...
Whatever we say when that happens, Dale, just know that you're wrong. Actually, I better confirm. Let me refresh. Mine's still playing. Yeah, everything's good at mine, dude. Just know that you're wrong, I mean, I want to help you, but you need to help yourself. Oh, my God. Sorry, man. That sounds a bit harsh. I didn't get any lapses. It's Dale. It's Dale. It's
brand
on.
new rope. I don't have 100% confidence in the hoist structural integrity.
It was a Florida thing. Yes,
But
yes.
once the hoist is going down, the hoist is going down. Worrying about the cable snapping isn't going to make it any more or less likely to happen. So it's not even worth thinking about it.
There it is. We went too far. We're on the moon. There's the flag.
We got pressure.
Think water's getting to it?
Yeah, we got 300 PSI almost.
Tick tock.
No reason why we don't have water upstairs.
And as we got down there, we quickly learned that the pump we had down there, which was essentially new 6 months ago, was kaput.
Who did that on D-Live? Oh, Daleski gifting out a sub to Flo. Dale, thank you, my friend. A little subski action there. Wowzers, thanks, Dale. You might want to click that love heart as well.
It wasn't working anymore. It needed to be replaced. And luckily we had another
Love
pump
it
up
up
on the surface. So this pump needed to come out and go back up.
Let's go see what the sump's looking like, where the actual water source is down here. There's your water. There's the ducts of Cerro Gordo. 700 feet down, this is what we're looking at. And it doesn't make a ton of sense why it's not getting back up to the top. But again, I'm not the...
It's a two-way street.
So I'll ask Craig.
And you're the latest giver on the
Craig,
Gives a Minute
who was with me, who's
D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow.
electrician. He took out the pump.
What was going on with it? It wasn't strong enough or something?
Yeah, we were getting zero pressure on the gauge. So, filled it with oil. Didn't help. It's not even sucking water.
There's an old one.
That's all that was in the pipe going up. That wasn't
Mafugal news.
All the way up to the...
Where's Mafugal these days?
wherever it is.
Yeah.
And we were going to go back up. And each trip down to the 700-foot level takes about 45 minutes each way. So you're thinking an hour and a half round trip. And so
I forgot about Mafugal. Yeah.
You know, how many of us does it take just to bring a pump back up and bring a different pump down? So I convinced the guys to leave me there.
All right.
Have fun.
Yeah. See y'all in a bit.
You interviewed him once on a panel as a
It goes for
blue screen.
I will. If you guys make it, yeah.
That's an old one of me, huh?
You know, I give a little peek down. And so they left with the promise to return. You know, you never know. And I started exploring. Well, there's only about 4 ways to go. So let's
Take path number 1. Ooh, we got some crisp
blue something. I mean, you're telling me that's not blue?
Wow.
blue fabric. Oh, what's
Sticker
that?
removed. What was the removed sticker?
Oh, it was pants. I mean, that's a pant leg of it. To me, people ask sometimes, what would you do if you were to find Levi's? And the point's never to sell them. I just think that the fact that they sell for $100,000 is interesting. It puts in perspective how rare they are, the rarity of these items. But for me, it's more...
Oh, that's my end. That's definitely at my end, that one, Dale. Calm down. Calm down. That's at my end. Calm your tits.
It just became a quest, it just became something I'm searching for, something to give me a little bit of excitement.
Remember author Joe Holt, Catalina Uma, Axie, Gen C, Rowdy Souls? I remember all those except for, I don't remember Axie. What about Catboy Cammy? Catboy Cammy and Nicholas J. Fuentes. So many great streamers. Baked Alaska. All the hots, all the hits.
And if I find them, my goal is to put them in the museum so I can continue telling people about the history of, denim and blue jeans and mining, and so more people can learn about it.
I think the guys are getting close.
Fuentes is a jerk. He definitely went on to be quite a popular streamer, didn't he? Yes. Those were the days for sure. It was a happening place. I mean, it is interesting to note that someone as big in the sphere as Nick Fuentes made his claim on DLive, pretty much. I mean, that's because nowhere else would have him, but DLive was like, yeah, sure. And then they were like, wait a sec, what are you streaming about? Nah, get the fuck off here. It was like, there was like this, Nick Fuentes was like, it's like Bikini Ifrit. As soon as Bikini Ifrit was doing basically she was doing like softcore porn when it was permissible. So I guess she was doing like the hot tub streams before. I mean, it was a thing, but it wasn't a huge thing. There's only a handful of girls doing it on DLive. She was one of them. And then people got upset with her, like, you can't do that. Like, and she's like, why not? Why can't I stream in a bikini in a hot tub? Why can't I do that? And they're like, well, you should go and do it on another side. She's like, no, I'm doing it here. And then DLive were like, after a while, DLive was like, oh yeah, you can't do that. And they changed the terms and they went, you can't do that, and therefore you're banned. It's like Nick Fuentes. It's like, he's all right. What's wrong? Wait, he's a raging Nazi? Oh yeah, we'll change the terms, and off he goes as well. It was funny, hey? Fuentes and the Gropers ruined Pepe for me. Yeah. If you saw a streamer with a Pepe the Frog like anywhere in their either their bio or their avatar, you're like, okay, we know where you're coming from. Not for me. I couldn't care less for their attempts of takeover. Pepe is just a cool frog. Yeah, I mean Pepe got roped into it, didn't he? Really? Pepe is the poster avatar for that movement. The Groypers. The first time I ever heard that term was here on DLive. The Groyper movement. It's pretty funny. Groypers.
Hello.
Grona Baum Frosch.
Ah, well, guess I don't need to spend the night down here after all.
Gruna Brown.
Treasures, though.
Gruna
How cool
Baum Frosch. Green tree frog.
Oh,
Pepe and his girlfriend Pepina live here at the cabin in the woods with me. They're pretty chill. Dude, have you got frogs there, Flosky? Man, next time can you shoot a little video of them for me? I'd love to see them, man. I'd love to see what frogs you've got there. I'm a massive frog nerd, dude. I love frogs. I'd love to see what the frogs are in your neck of the woods.
The fun things to put into the museum. And that's a successful day. If you can get things for the museum and Waterbach on at Cerro Gordo, I mean, I can't think of a better day.
A reason I was so shocked and disgusted when a certain person called me a Nazi. Yeah, right. Flosky, no, not real ones. They showed up on your stream when I was testing my camera once, if you remember. Not real frogs. They showed up on my stream. I don't recall that. We have small frogs and toads around, but I don't see them often. Right. It's amazed me in the last little while, like I guess in the last year or so, I've discovered that there are quite an amount of tree frogs on. So in Australia, where I am on the southern coast, the south coast of New South Wales, approximately 2 hours to the south of Sydney. That in my memory or in my knowledge of where frogs are across Australia, like all over the country, but the really cool frogs, like the rad ones, the green tree frogs, the red-eyed tree frogs, the ones with the big webbed toes and the frilled like palms and like the dainty tree frogs, all that stuff is north, like in the tropics. But I've also discovered in the last, say, 2 years, maybe a year and a half, that there are some rad green tree frogs, or not actual green tree frog, the species, but frogs that are green that live in trees on the south coast. There's one, and I took photos of them on New Year's Day or the day before or whatever, up in Lemon Tree Passage with Greenie. There is it's called the Eastern Dwarf frog. Got it, photos right here. Eastern Dwarf frog, dude. Oh, shit. Lucky I didn't just put that straight up. Oh, wait, no. Fuck, I took them on, my bad. I took these photos before Christmas, so I've already taken all my last year's photos off my phone. Sorry, I don't have the photo of it. Oh, no, but I put it up in my, it's anyway, it's on the YouTube, whatever, but there's those. And then there's what was the other one? It doesn't matter, but there's another species of frog. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's pretty rad. Then there's also all over the state, everywhere, in particular down here, there is what's called the Perrin's tree frog, Perons, Perrin. And it's so obvious what it is because it's got a cross in its eye. I've got to get a photo of this, man. Perrin's tree frog. Check this out. Perrin's tree frog. What a beautiful little frog, man. Not a little frog, quite a large frog. It's characterized by these, under its leg, it's got this yellow and black mottling. And look at this eye, dude. Look at the cross on the eye. That's how you can tell you got a Perrin's tree frog. That cross on the eye. And they're everywhere down here. They're cute little buggers as well. Eurobodalla, Georges River National Park. They're Illawarra Escarpment. They're everywhere, dude. They're everywhere, these guys. And they're, of course, the main thing that they're known for is they laugh. They're a cackling frog. I gotta play you the sound that it makes. Perrin's tree frog noise. Persons? I spelled it wrong. Perrin's tree frog noise. It's a loud, distinct call that sounds like a harsh, drawn-out cackle, a manic witch's laugh, or a jackhammer crossed with a machine gun. Are you fucking serious? A jackhammer crossed with a machine gun. All right, hopefully this is a video of it. Wait for it. That's awesome. Australia. That's an awesome, awesome Australian sound. And you can hear the ocean behind it as well. That would freak my ass out when camping. Sounds like Joker's laugh at the end of 1989 Batman. It does sound, that was the 89 wasn't Jay Leno, was it? Yeah, dude, that sound, when I hear that in the wild, I'm like, yes, there's Perrin's tree frogs here. And there was one, dude, I reckon I can find it here. I made an audio recording of it. One time I was down somewhere down here. Magpies, stinging roof, black music, strange bird noise. Time bomb. No, I don't know where it is. Capos. No wonder so many people believe in ghosts and such. It's just nature being freaky. Yeah. Jack Nicholson. That's right. Yeah. Jack Nicholson. Dude, that was funny.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Miss us?
Terribly.
Make any friends?
A few.
What do you got there,
Lots of
Flosky?
treasure too, which is always a good thing.
Nice.
Grab that out.
What were you moving around down here?
Me?
There was loud thumps and thuds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
When we were going up.
that wasn't. Maybe me's going on.
See what Flosky's got for us here. I guess it's that scene from the Batman film. It's the laugh bag, nothing important. Yeah, no, that's cool. Kinda. We gotta get them both out. History. Where's my history here? Definitely.
There's some similarities.
There are some similarities. That's too good, man. That's too good. That's too good. Look at this rad frog, man. Red-eyed tree frog. These are common in Australia too, in the tropics. Red-eyed tree frog, dudes. And green tree frogs.
No one had worked en masse in the movies. In a
Shut up, Jackalus. Jackalus. Jackalus Nicholas. Jackalus. That was too good.
Uh-oh, there you go.
All right, we have arrived, Johnny. Perfect. Give me a light.
The guys came back, and then the real work began. You know, we put in the new pump, and what we learned pretty quickly is that it was not a self-priming pump, meaning the pump sits about 40 yards away from the actual water source. And so there's a water line laying between the pump and the water source. And in that 40 yards, there's a collapse. So this line goes up and over maybe a 4-foot pile of rock. And because of that, it's very difficult to prime the pump, meaning put water in that section of piping so the pump can start. And the pump was not self-priming, meaning it's not going to suck the water out itself. So we had this contraption that basically used a drill to prime a pump. So it sucks water out of one end and pushes in the other. But
it's Saturday night for you. You cracked the torpedo. Nice, man. Cheers, Cobbers. Dale, cheers, Cobbers. That's
we were
funny.
having to go over that
funny to hear you say that.
Hump of dirt. It
Cheers,
just
Cobbers.
wasn't priming the way it should, meaning that portion of line was not getting the water needed to kind of create the suction and for the pump to work.
I'm not sure how we're going to solve this last little bit of the pump problem today.
And so we were concerned. You know, it seemed like all this was in vain. But then after, you know, maybe 30 minutes of squeezing my hand around this freezing cold pipe in 40-degree water, the pump started spitting out a little bit. And that was exciting. You know, that's the way it gone down there for. And so now I can happily report that water is running. I can't promise how long water will run, but my hope is that I can fill enough storage tanks during this time that it is running to be able to use in the construction of the American Hotel. You know, I'm gonna need a lot of water. I have 3 separate 2,500 gallon tanks that I could fill up ideally. So ideally I could store 7,500 gallons of water up here, which would go a long ways in this reconstruction effort. So for now, water is back, but ask me again in a week or a month and we'll see how it's going. And I think until then, I'm gonna keep exploring this map of the 700-foot level and create a little bit of a game plan to go back down there, probably with somebody else, and explore some of these areas that I wasn't able to this time.
All right, today we got a new project.
This month, I finally put the finishing touches on something I started almost a year ago.
Thought it was a yoga mat.
Something that's very near and dear to my heart. A mini golf course.
That's one thing that'll make the American Hotel difficult
Growing up,
to succeed.
golf was always a big part of my life.
Wow, he hasn't changed at all.
One of my very first jobs was working at a golf course as the cart guy who cleans them out at the end of the night and plugs them in. And that's where I made some of my best friends. I started playing golf competitively throughout middle and high school, and I was probably about a scratch golfer by the time I was 16.
You know, and as I got older, the golf got less competitive.
That's littering, dude.
But it was always my escape. You know, it was my way to get outdoors, enjoy the weather, and escape any of the stresses that
The
I might
road
have
to and
going
from?
on.
Oh, right.
But when I was up here about a year ago, I thought, you know what? It might be pretty fun to create a mini golf course.
Luckily, after cleaning out the church, there is quite a bit of scrap metal, scrap wood, doors, buckets. It's got a platform down. We're getting there. I'll map it all out here
Wow.
and then bring it into the mine.
I started getting all the materials
I
ready.
Sponge Alert was into.
and
He
that
was.
in April or May, right around when I got appendicitis. And after I got over the appendicitis, there
Yeah, he
was
did a few
dozens more
IRL
important
golf
projects
streams.
than some mini golf course. But I was talking to an old golfing buddy earlier.
Then he had a
this month,
kid, and golf was
and it made me
over.
realize how much I missed golf. You know, how I really wanted to connect with that childhood passion.
He's now the
So I
man.
became determined
He's
to finish
behind
my little mini
Flashy
golf
Social.
course. Because I think play is important. You know, it's important in your life no matter how old you are. And for the past few months, I haven't just
Exactly,
played
Flo.
too much. You know,
All these videos will be promotion. If it ever opens, some of his viewers will probably enjoy it. Exactly, yeah.
explored a lot. There's always been a purpose behind it, or kind of some mission at hand. And so I just want somewhere to go, mess around, and reconnect with some childhood passions.
See, what I need to figure out now is exactly where the hole will go.
Childhood passions.
Flatten out this area so it'll come down this way and turn left. And the final bit of green is about 10 feet, so I need to make this area flat for about 10 feet.
Can it sustain?
Let's do a little
Good question.
status update. It's been probably 6 months, maybe more since I started. So my idea is a really long hole coming up and over here,
This stuff is just boring, isn't it? Just doing this. I don't know why he's bothering.
accumulating or finishing this green, which took a very long time to build. And so you go up here, it's solid. You can putt. It's a little bit higher here, so you can stand up fully. So I gotta cut in the hole. And
It's got to be a good enough reason to go out there. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Time to make my fairways.
I think that's the attraction to it for me, though. It is in the middle of nowhere, but that's kind of what makes it something unique. You know, it's in Death Valley. It's pretty remote. You're definitely on your own out there. Well, you're not alone because there's people around, but
You just brought back the fairway grass.
it's like streaming platforms, flashy and hype at first, and then yawn.
Line these bad boys with some green carpet. Have some approach shots into the green.
Remember Glimish?
Just making the best use of my time. Starting to look like a green. I took this and cut it down to this. So this is, I'm just gonna go through and make it tight. You know, I got these finishing nails. And that will become the fairway. Next, I need to put like fringe around this, so green carpet around this. It's funny, when I was a kid, what I wanted to be when I grew up was a golf course architect. I used to draw golf courses during all my classes, just over and over and over, different par 3s, par 4s, par 5s. So all I wanted to do was just design cool courses. So this isn't quite a real golf course, but here I am in a mine, something the elementary school me would have never thought. Now I'm almost done, but I'm trying to cut in the hole. You know, just almost there. And I'm using my little Swiss Army knife.
Just get PewDiePie to promote it, then its days will definitely be numbered.
I had a blast. You know, it's cool to get done. I'm gonna keep working on it over the next months. I want to make it crazy, you know, with like Ferris wheels and all these insane things. But for now, it's just a place to go back, putt, kind of relax, and just remember, you know, some of my childhood days.
A month or so into being here, I realized
No chests. I just opened the chest. Good publications. Daleski and Flowski. Hell yeah. That's awesome, dudes. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Dale and Flowski. Thank you, guys.
I wanted some other
life.
Rich.
Some heartbeat here, somebody to keep me company. So I called around to some farmers and ended up with some goats. You know, somebody to come out here and at least hear my thoughts as I was ranting them. And after that, a few months later, ended up with some alpacas. And before I knew it, I had a whole farm up here at Cerro
Maybe he was
Gordo.
calling them alpacas.
All right, so it worked out. Got the friends in the back. What's up, guys?
What's up? Alpacas.
And we are on a route back to Cerro Gordo. I love it.
That llama was the true tooth boy.
Back at Cerro Gordo Street in Mojave. And I'll tell you what. I put on some Jimmy Buffett. These guys back here. Immediately just laid down. Been perfectly quiet for the last hour or so. Think me and these guys are gonna get along just fine. How you doing? You like this music? Well, good, because I like this music too.
The rental process has taken so long that I knew I was up against the sunset to get back to your Cerro Gordo. The last thing in the world that I wanted to do was take a 2-wheel drive minivan with 3 alpacas up an 8-mile dirt road after dark. So I was pushing it getting back. I was humming,
And get grabbed like you grab a beautiful little baby. You grab your
you know what?
baby.
No, I need to get there before the sun fully sets.
And off to Cerro Gordo Road we go.
Grab your baby.
Well, hello there. Come with me, please. Go. Please. Please come, sir. Please, come. Come on. Come on, go. You're free. Welcome to your home. Yay! Yay!
Over on Twitch, Holy Squirrel. Are you?
Look at this, the initial interaction.
Are you an Australian? That's what you are. You are an Australian. That's correct.
What do you guys think of each other? Oh,
Twitch chat's
Chotski's
working.
meeting Tofu?
Yep.
Go. Come on, guys. You're home. The car's at your home. Please. Food? Does food convince you? Food?
At ID Digital Agency, we're not perfect, but we're aware.
Come on.
You can listen to a past episode or get in touch with us over at ID Digital.
He admitted it.
Come on. No, I can't get
Oh my
out of
God, he admitted it. I can't believe he admitted he's Australian. I can't believe he admitted it.
my car.
The moment I had been waiting for was the big standoff. You know, when these alpacas are going to meet
Alpacas.
So here we have it. The first meeting.
Of the alpaca.
Goats and alpacas are meeting. I have them separated for right now just because I don't know how they get along. What do you guys think? Want to go in there? The time has come for these two groups to merge. Friends? You scared? Are you scared? Oh. Each side is scared of each other.
By the second year, I was starting to figure out
The urge to merge.
the power that these videos could have. You know, they started off as a hobby, a creative.
This is where I might leave it this time.
Side is scared of each other.
I might leave it at this, the second year. This is where we're going to leave it today on the stream. Hey, yeah, there's been some technical issues with the Beam stream chat not pulling in from all of the locations, but I want to thank you Yahoos who have been here with me hanging out. I did put a timestamp link in the description of yesterday's IRL stream. If you didn't watch the stream, go to the description and click the timestamp. It'll take you straight to the cliff top where we sat and drank. That's probably where the bulk of the stream took place. A lot of that beforehand was BRB, be right back, a lot of the technical issues. But we there was about an hour or so there where it worked pretty good. And I put a timestamp there for that. But yeah, I'm going to be buying that A10 Mini Pro this week, and should be able to get back out there and continue the IRL content. And so thank you all for hanging out with me on the stream today. I know it was a pretty lame one. I was just kind of messing around, faffing around and doing some stuff, but thanks for being here. And I love all those emotes on the screen. Yeah, I see. The thing is, I think each site, Flo, and I don't want to open up a conversation right now, but I think each site has good things about it. Like these emotes and, you know, it's cool, man. Like, yeah. And then Kick has the alerts and stuff. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I like it when it all works. It's not all working correctly right now, but thanks for being here live with me. Cheers, Eases.
Started out alive, man, that was the play. Streaming up the sway. But as the sight faded, had to find my way. Now I'm
You got me, man. You got me. I almost choked on my beer. If the idea was to kill me at the end, success. Farkle in the chat. I don't know what that means. I'm going to go Farkle. I'm Farkling. I'm going to Farkle in the chat. If anyone ever does Farkle, let me know. Let me know what a Farkle is.
Surfing waves day to night, always looking for the next thrill. That's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright.
Is it even a word?
Cruising for the height.